is Russ. Yeah, I'm still sitting here at Costco. I'm making multiple videos for this week while I'm sitting here. And the reason is because I got time to kill. What time is it right now? Let me see. Where's my phone here? 9:04. So I have about almost an hour before Costco opens up. But I decided to sit here because I have nothing better to do and I just wanted to get out of the house. Yeah. You know, there's times you just want to get out, even if that means sitting in a car. So anyway, by the time you see this video, I would have already gotten 2 other e-bikes come in from one of the companies I had worked with before in the past. I can't ride them. I'm not going to be able to ride these things probably until the weather turns at least 50 degrees or higher, and that it's not wet or rainy or snowy or anything like that. It'll be a while. But the companies send these things early because, you know, they're releasing it. I mean, other parts of the world, you could ride the bike no problem, you know. And then areas where I'm at, we have weather issues, so I don't go out. Some of the other guys do, though. Some of the other YouTubers do it in snow and everything. I don't do it, as I mentioned in other videos that on the Russ's Right channel. I don't go riding and risk myself on that stuff. It's not worth it. So, yeah, I'm a little bit different type of YouTuber, I guess. You know, there's YouTubers that'll do anything to get a view. Yeah, I'm not one of those. I'll make my videos because I enjoy making them, but I don't risk myself to make a video. So it's the way it is, you know. As you get older, you tend to don't care so much about certain things. Yeah, I don't care what people think. I don't care what they say. Well, I guess I do care what they say because I will, you know, I will delete bad comments and I will ban people who are just negative people on the channel, that type of thing. I'll do that. But in general, I don't really care because I've learned that you can't satisfy everybody. You got to satisfy yourself. And no matter what you do, somebody's always there to tear you down. They get their jollies that way. I don't do that. I don't know why people do stuff like that, but people are different. So anyway, as I'm sitting here and I'm thinking and I'm looking around, I'm seeing there are cars here. Some of these guys, of course, are workers, but like there's a car next to me, to my left hand side. The guy's just sitting there too, so he's here early as well. What time is it? 9:07. So he's way early, just like me, but he's probably got nothing better to do either. Yeah, older gentleman. I tell you, once you get to a certain age, you start recognizing, why are all these older folks doing what they're doing? Yeah, they're just as bored as you are. they're looking for things to do. In general, I get up early. There was a point when I wasn't because, you know, the thing is it backs up on you. Yeah, when you're tired because you didn't get enough sleep or something happened and, like, I had medical issues and stuff, eventually it sneaks up on you and then you just crash, right? Yeah, there was one time I got up at like 11 o'clock. Had to catch up on sleep. You know, I have this Ultrahuman ring that I did a review for on the Russ's Right channel. I wear it every day. And then when I upgraded my phone, my iPhone with the latest iOS, the operating system, the ring stopped working. Well, the ring was working. I know it was working because I could see it was working because it lights up. There's a little green light, a red light in here. It'll light up like every 5 minutes because it's taking a reading on you. And yeah, I should move it to this hand. It does fit this finger. It'll take a reading, but it wasn't updating the app with it. And I was like, well, you know, what's wrong with this thing? Because the app will go through. Let me see if I can turn it on here. I don't know if you can see it, but this is their app. I'm sure you probably can't see it too well, but on the bottom, you'll see the thing go across saying that it's registered, okay? So it's basically giving you information. So it'll tell you things, like here it tells me here, they give me a score of 71. So it says here that my sleep efficiency was good, temperature was optimal, restfulness was optimal, total sleep needs attention, we know that. HR drop needs attention, that's your heart rate. Timing was optimal, restoration time was optimal. So with all that, my sleep score was 71 for last night. It says my sleep duration was 4 hours and 57 minutes, and I had a full sleep cycle. Okay, so the Ring wasn't updating the app after the iOS change, so I contacted Ultrahuman. I said, hey, my Ring's not working. So she told me that there's a way to reset it. You can put the Ring, you can put this Ring on the charger, and then wait, I think she said about 30 seconds, and then start tapping the charger onto the table, and then you'll see that the little light will turn red, and then keep tapping for a while, and then try to connect, because it's a way to reset it. Yeah, it didn't work. So then I started looking through the app, and I noticed in the settings there's a full reset on it. So I hit the full reset on it. Yeah, now it works. I'm surprised she didn't tell me that in the first place. Maybe she wasn't thinking about it, but it just needed to be reset because of that operating system change. So anytime you have an update to your either a computer or a phone update type of thing, sometimes your apps might need to be updated in order for it to work properly, or sometimes it'll disconnect some things because it wasn't expecting that change in the operating system. So yeah, it's back up and running, so I'm glad. I wear this every day, okay? And the reason is because, I do have a smartwatch. I'm not wearing it right now, but I do have 3 smartwatches that I have reviews on. Well, I had reviews on 2 of the 3. We'll talk about that in a second. And I only put that on when I go out, but I don't put it on all day long because it tends to affect my skin. It just eats away at my skin. So the Ring is easier for me, and that's what I sleep with. Okay, because that's easy to have on. But having a watch on while I'm sleeping, I don't really like. So, and this thing actually gives you the best readings for sleep analysis. And the sleep is kind of important for you. That's how you get the basis of the rest of your day. So I've been using the Ultrahuman Ring for well over 6 months now. And I enjoy having it on. It's actually something that's become part of how I function at this point. So let me tell you about these watches, okay? The very first watch that I reviewed, company contacted me, and I thought it was a really good watch. It was, I think, like $129, something like that. It's really rugged, but it's big and it's kind of heavy. So another company contacted me after seeing that review. Let me take a swig of water first, kind of drying out. They contacted me and they said, would you like to review our watch? I said, yeah, sure, why not? So I reviewed that watch. But that company has many brands. So they said, would you like to review one of the other brands? I go, sure, why not? So they sent me the watch. Okay, it's the same person who sent me the second watch, okay, which I did a review for. And as my agreement with them is I would let them see the video before I would release it on YouTube. So I sent them the video. I said, here, it's all done. Never heard back from her. I don't know if she quit the company or what, but never heard back from her. She gave me even her cell phone to do one of these WhatsApp type, or is that called WhatsApp? I don't know what's called. It's a chat thing. And I said, hey, where are you? And no response. So I don't know what happened to this girl. But she sent me the watch and I had no approval to release it. So the review is just sitting there without release. But I will tell you, of the 3, that one happens to be the favorite one that I like the most. It's the one that has like a red band around the bezel. You can kind of see a red thing there. So whenever you see me with that watch, you'll see that red band around it. I kind of feel bad because I wanted to release it because that is the one that I wear more often than the others. And it's an inexpensive watch. I think it's like $79. It basically does what the other watches do. It's not as heavy duty as the first watch. The first watch, they told me, they says, do some crazy things with it. Run it over with your car. Drop it on the floor, run it over with your car, and then show it. Yeah, I didn't want to do that. I'll take their word for it. I've seen it on some other people's videos that they did that. So yeah, it's pretty rugged, but it's heavy, right? This third watch does basically all the things the other ones do, and it's $79, and it's lighter in weight, and it has the best notifications. Some of the watches don't give you full notifications of everything. This notifies me for anything that comes through. I mean, you guys can make a comment on YouTube and it'll tell me there's a notification. I mean, it picks up everything, and you can do everything else. You can talk on it, on the phone. Instead of holding a phone, I could talk through the watch, which I seldom do. But you could, and then you have all the other stuff, the heart rate and all that stuff. I don't trust any of those things anyways. I said even under reviews, it's fun to see it, but it's not an excuse not to get, like a blood pressure cuff or anything like that. But it has all those features. So $79. I mean, how are you going to beat that, right? Looks good, functions well, and I can't release the video. I won't even tell you what it is because I feel if the company, well, maybe it's just her, but the company didn't replace her and contact me back about this review sample they sent me. I don't know whether to even trust, if you were to order one of these type of things, that you would even get it. I'm sure you'll get it, but yeah, I just felt like, yeah, I wish I could tell people and show people this watch because it's the one I wear the most. This is what happens sometimes on these review sample things. I've never had major issues with the e-bike companies because they're sending you a very expensive product to review. They're going to follow up on that. But these small little items, sometimes they don't. I've had people in China send me things, would you like to review this? Would you like to review that? Sometimes I respond to it and says, yeah, I think I would like to try it. Never hear back from them. So they're blanketly sent, and then they make their decision after you respond. They go, do we want this guy or we don't want this guy? When they find out you're mostly an e-bike channel, they probably say, forget it, right? So anyway, it'll take some time before the More from Russ channel starts reviewing products because I can't take a product that was sent in solicitation from the Russ is Right channel and put it on More for Russ. That wouldn't be right. So the More from Russ channel has to build a following first, and then we will start seeing companies, go after the More from Russ channel, and then I might be able to do those reviews again. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's offered to me. I don't know whether they would actually give it to me or not, but they are offered. I've had things like dash cams offered to me. I mean, there's things that, there's some value. They're not real expensive. They're $100-something, $200-something products, but you can take them in and do a review. I could never really do it on the Russ is Right channel because it really didn't make sense. So I did a few, but I think people were there really just to look at the e-bikes. More from Russ, like I said from the beginning, it's going to be whatever I feel like doing. So I would review some of these products on More from Russ, but it's going to take a while. This is why I try to get people to hit the subscribe button. Let's build the channel so we can legitimately get products like that for the reviews, right? Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. Got a text message that came in. So let me go ahead and take a look at that. All right, anyways, I'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks for keeping me company as I'm waiting for Costco to open. Hit the subscribe button. Talk to you guys. Bye.